Hello and welcome back to Technical Tales Galactic Science. Let me show you quickly what I've done. Not much has changed. Now, there are now two-dimensional chests here. So if I look at this one, this is the one that's on Mars. You can see there Mars cobblestone and other stuff appearing. Now, I changed its frequency to 4 because Mars is the 4th planet. And I realised that as I get more planetary bases up and running, I'm going to lose track as to what these frequencies are, and you don't appear to be able to put words in here. So, yeah. So that's Mars, frequency 4. So this is a trash can with some Ender IO item conduits, and I've got this thing with a basic item filter, trashing Mars cobblestone, Mars subsurface rock, and Mars surface rock. Now, I have been sifting Mars surface rock, and enough of it still appears to end up in there to keep that thing going, because that was giving me a little extra refined, unrefined desh. But I've got 14 stacks of desh over there, so, you know, if I stop sifting, I don't think I really need it. I'm getting enough from the actual mining. So this dimensional chest is set to frequency 1, because this is Mercury. See, Mercury cobblestone. And again, I'm just trashing the Mercury cobblestone, subsurface rock, and surface rock. This is just a white list ignoring the metadata. Again, basic item filter. And that just goes to this trash can. Now, of the stuff that's coming out of Mercury, most of it was automatically being processed here because it's called Mercury iron ore, Mercury copper ore, Mercury gold ore, etc. So that was already working. And the only thing I needed to add was iridium ore. So iridium ore is a new thing. And when I smelt it, I get iridium crystals. So if I just grab one of these, check what it's used in. Obviously it's used to make iridium tools. Okay, I can compress it to make iridium plate. So this is probably something I'm going to need. Can I do a usage on iridium plate? Heavy duty plate. Yeah, so it's used to make various stuff like that. I'm sure it'll come in handy. I noticed that the fuel for this wasn't quite keeping up. And the reason why it wasn't quite keeping up is I had no hydrogen. Basically, the hydrogen was completely run out all the time. So I added a second decomposer here. That's a liquid transfer node with a world interaction upgrade, sucking water into here to basically make us a continuous stream of hydrogen. And it seems the hydrogen is already maxed out. So now the limiting factor is carbon, which means I might need to make a bigger tree farm at some point. I also added a second chemical synthesizer here, making the butene, but it never seems to actually get any of the ingredients because I'm just not producing the carbon or the hydrogen fast enough. And that number is going up, slowly going up, which is good. I added some more vibrant turbines. So we now have 23 vibrant turbines with a max rate of 11,500 RF per tick. So that's doing well. Where is that dark spot? I wish I knew where that dark spot was. These guys are always making me jump. I mean, I even heard him before I saw him, and I still jumped when I turned around. Okay, nothing's changed here. Still don't think I have the power to run the ender farm completely. I still got 20 stacks of ender pearls. Every now and then I grab the gold, decompose it. Because gold is still a bit of a limiting factor. There's only like 1 stack there. But it's not too bad. Okay, let me dump that Is this charged porter actually... Yes, yes it is. Okay. I was wondering whether it was tuned in as it should be. Oof, I thought that was a spider. Turned around, corner of my eye. Ah, giant spider. And then it's worse, metal spider. Right, so the base on Mercury is up and running. I might need to set up a base on Venus, because I think I need Venus crystals soon. But one thing I wanted to have a quick look at, something randomly came up during one of my searches, and I realised that's a Dalek gun, that there is a pistol. Because I've never really used bows, because in the different gravities, bows are very difficult to aim. But maybe a okay, heavy-duty workspace, reinforced plating, lead plate, tough alloy ingots. It's probably doable. What's a tough alloy ingot? Tough alloy dust. Universal reactant, coal, silver, iron powder, lead dust. Needs sugar. Okay, that's probably a pretty tricky project, boring to watch. If I decide to go for a gun, I'll do it off camera. Right, back to the book. Let's actually... Okay, no, that's a tier 3 rocket. I'm going to hold off on that until I actually have need of a tier 3 rocket. So, why do all the work? What is left to do here? Iron and Gold Age choppers. Rewards probably aren't worth actually doing these. Same with this stuff. Speed upgrades. Everything's actually running at about the speed I need it. So, again, I might just do those off camera. Storage solutions. I saw something there about a quest with an unclaimed reward. Oh no, that's just this one because I died at some point. Yeah, these are repeatable quests, so ignore those. One quest left, which is black hole storage. On Earth we had deep storage units, in space we have black hole storage. Guess what? You can store your items in a black hole. No. I'm looking for something that's actually going to progress me. This is just sort of busy work. It's just like crafting stuff that I've got all the stuff needed in order to get a few rewards, you know. And the rewards might be nice, but nothing massively massive. So, if we say that everything above there is, you know, we've got the basics down and it's just tying up the loose ends, stuff I can do off camera, we should take a look at these two, Stars Align and the Stargate SG Minecraft. And of the two, I want to see, can I do this one? Because this is the one that's going to lead to a TARDIS key, which is actually, you know, sort of the end. Starting at the basics, we need Naquadah. Well, I guess when you adventure into a new mod, you need the basics. Venus crystals. Okay, how do you make Naquadah? Because, you know, this will tell me where I need to aim for. Blocks of coal, easy. Venus crystals. Okay, this is where I need the Venus crystals. And if I was to go to Stars Align, what does this lead to? Because this is making the heart of a star, and we know stars are a power source, but I don't need power. I've got plenty of power. After a lot of time and effort, you finally have the items to make a nice bit of armor. Caution, use at your own risk. Also, the attract and repel is disabled. Gravity helmet. Depleted nether star. Created when a star is born, can be rejuvenated into a usable nether star. Place it into the plume of a venting star harvester and wait. Can't you just make these things? No, I can make nether stars, but I can't make depleted nether stars. So gravity helmet, that would be very useful, especially if I start going to places like asteroids and so on with very low gravity. It's quite easy to fall off. Dodge made it. Even though things can be charged in an Ender IO capacitor bank, this is a cheap alternative. A charger. Okay. Recipe. Why can't I just make this? Charges your items, can charge any RF powered item, outputs redstone when finished or empty, right click with redstone to invert. Strange that that's locked. Make netherrack. Okay. To create your new star, okay, you need fire, and for fire you need oxygen and something to light on fire. Maybe you should collect something for setting this alight. Okay. I think I might be doing this. And I might set up a base on Venus off camera. Well, I might record it in case something interesting happens, but let's face it, it'll just be rocketing to Venus, building a base, and setting up the mining. There's probably not much interesting going on, because it seems to be the same mobs on all the planets. And last of all, a star harvester. If you've been mining on Pluto for a bit, you should be able to build another star harvester. Sapphires. Do I have sapphires? Obviously it seems to be indicating that Pluto is the place to get sapphires. So I might need to go to Pluto, and Pluto needs a level 3 rocket, I believe. Okay. Okay. Heart of the star. Let's see whether we can make this, because it gives me 2 extra hearts of the stars. Okay, nether stars. And the rest is easy. And we know how to make nether stars. Yeah, okay, we can... This is peaceful mode only, that isn't going to work. We do it this way. In the chemical synthesis machines, we need lots of helium, hydrogen, and copernicium, which is the 112 stuff. Now, I did make a nether star. I don't think I used it for anything. I have my depleted nether star. I think I got that as a reward from somewhere. But I need an actual nether star. I did lose some equipment at some point, and I'm not sure where or when, so I'm going to make myself another nether star. Right, I've prepared a few things, so I decided to make 4 nether stars, just while I was at it. And I've got enough crushed diamond and gold powder to make one of those things. Now, I did make a sag mill here, because if I crush like the gold over there, it's automatically going to go and get smelted. So, made a sag mill here. It turns out you can't crush diamonds here, so I also had to make an electric crusher. But that's easy. So, what was I doing? I cannot remember. Yes, I was just talking about it. We are going to make a heart of the star. So, let us get the recipe. Heart of the star. It's been a while since I've seen the fireworks. So, heart of the star. I get 2 more. And I can either get a star harvester which I can't make until I go to Pluto, so that might be worth grabbing. Except, is this one a crafting task? Okay, so if I just get it as a reward, I don't think it's going to work. Star containers are cheap though. Hearts of the star are relatively cheap, and I am gaining 2, and I don't think I'm going to need that many. I'm going to go with the star harvester, just because it might be useful. Yeah, didn't think it would. Right, so the next thing I can do straight away is netherrack, because I've got a ton of this stuff. So to create your new star, you need fire. And for fire, you need oxygen and somewhere to light on fire. Maybe you should collect some of this for setting a light. Right, endstone or netherrack? Which do I have? I have 27 stacks of endstone. I have 22 stacks of netherrack. I think I will claim the netherrack as my reward. And a reward bag. All fingers and thumbs today. Where is the reward bag? Did I misread that? No, I was supposed to get a reward bag. I see no reward bag. Oh well, they're usually rubbish. Oh! Hello. Where were you? Let's spawn a cow. Well, if ever I need milk... Yeah, I've only got one spawn cow, otherwise I could set up a nice little oxygenated farm somewhere. Even though things can be charged in an Ender IO capacitor bank, this is a cheap alternative. Okay, I can now do this. Iron, redstone, and stuff. Okay, I get some Einsteinium as a reward. It's not really that much use to me these days, seeing as I have unlimited ender pearls from my ender farm. Stick the Einsteinium in here. Now I've got enough copernicium here for another 4 nether stars if I need them. So I just need to make the other stuff, the hydrogen and helium and all that. And I've discovered that I can basically make everything I need out of oxygen. So does this need power? Yes, I think it does need power. Just looking for an exposed power cable just to test this thing out. Yeah, okay, so now it's got a buffer storage, so... yeah, it's a charger. Okay, gravity helmet. Let's make this thing. Because I've already got that depleted nether star. Because I got that as part of a quest line. And it just takes some steel ingots. Okay, so a message there came up. Remember, you need to activate the powers before using them. You can check the keybinds in the controls menu. Okay, so here's a gravity helmet. And it's charging here. But I've no idea... Oh, stored item energy. Takes 1,000,000 RF. Alright, so while that's doing that, well, the moment I do this, it's going to pause the game, maybe? Let's check these controls. So I'm looking for the gravity helmet. What mod is it from? Supermassive Tech. Because these controls appear to be broken up by... These controls are broken up by mod. Okay, Supermassive Tech Gravity Armor. Okay, number pad 0, but that's being used for other stuff as well. This is where, with so many mods, you quickly run out of space on your keyboard. Is H being used for anything? Okay, so helmet HUD is H. Okay, G's in use. Gravity resist is the up arrow. Still charging, but it's got enough power that I can probably give it a go. Ooh, okay, so that's the HUD. So if I press H, HUD helmet on, HUD helmet off. Does it give me anything other than compass points? Oh, okay, hang on. Helmet HUD, text only. HUD on, off. Okay, hang on. Which, okay, so the stuff that appears at the top, but it doesn't always appear. Yeah, see, that's annoying. It's like everything pops up all at once, so I'm not sure what state it's in. Okay, so that's off. That's compass only, I think. Yeah, this is text only, and this is on. Okay, so I'll just leave this on. Although it does interfere with the Walia stuff. Walia is the thing that shows up at the top of the screen that shows me what I'm looking at. Okay, I can move the Walia. That's probably the most amount of text I'm likely to ever see on anything, so I can use that as a basis for changing this. So 0 Walia, configure aspect, drag it down a bit more. Didn't click OK. Bit to the right and down. That works. Okay, so this way I've got the compass at the top and anything else it might want to show. And this stuff shows up in the bottom right. Alright, so what's the other thing this helmet can do? It was called gravity resist up. Gravity resist on. I see no difference. Is that because I'm on a planet with... well, the moon has very low gravity anyway. So let's pop to Mars, I think is the highest gravity well I currently have access to. Let's make it be day. Right, so that's my normal jump. That's my normal jump. Oh, I can press and hold space. So if I just tap it, I jump the normal amount. If I press and hold it, I can just do a super jump and effectively fly. But once I start going down, there doesn't seem to be any way to control the height. It's like I'm either all the way down or I'm all the way up. Okay, still useful for reaching higher stuff. And is it controlling my descent so it's slower? I'm going to go up, and then I'm going to turn it off. Yes, that's useful. It's not quite what I thought it was. I thought it might just, let me fly around. Because I'm worried about falling off asteroids and stuff. Back to the moon. And let's actually charge this a little quicker in there. So, why isn't it letting me complete this quest? Oh, I've got to make the chest plate as well. Oh, okay. I did not spot that. I need another depleted nether star, which I do not have. So we need to do the Bernie thing. So in order to do the Bernie thing, I think I'm going to set up a load of netherrack and an oxygen bubble distributor, because otherwise the fire won't be there. So I need to power this, give it oxygen. So what I'm thinking is, I still have this. This is my oxygen collection room, collecting 906 a second. This is actually, I used to have a star in there, in this star harvester. Now I'm wondering, where is this compared to the rest of my base? Because maybe I can build something like out that way and then up on the surface. So give me a coordinate. Okay, X is more or less 0 and it's a Z of 222. Out of interest, are we still sealed? No. Ooh, that's worrying. Why is that not working? This happens sometimes. The base just sort of unseals itself, and I have no idea why. Okay, I'll deal with that later. Alright, so it's down there. So I think off this way is going to be where I'm going to want to do that stuff. So I'm going to need power cables and oxygen pipe. Oh, I forgot that I can really jump. There it is. Okay, so that's a Y of 54. Right, one oxygen bubble. Let us see how big it gets. I wish I knew why my base was suddenly unsealed. So presumably I need to cover this thing in netherrack and then set fire to it. Is there any other information in this book? Because I need that depleted thing in order to do that. So they like to burn. More fire, the bigger the heart. Figure that one out. And it says they explode. I might want to do something to protect this. This being able to super jump and essentially, well, in lunar gravity anyway, almost fly is very useful. So let's get some obsidian. Right, now I think I'm going to do this off camera. I have all this dirt on me. So, sorry about that. I was just cleaning up my inventory. I'm going to set this up. I'm going to put, I think, a layer of... Okay, the bubble is level with that, but it's more or less the same width for a few blocks up. So I think the best thing to do is to put a layer of obsidian on top of this out to the width of the bubble, all the way around, and then put a layer of netherrack on top. And we'll see about setting fire to this thing in the next episode. Now, if you guys have any advice as to how to do this the best, I'd love to hear it. And until then, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Okay, so I thought I'd quickly set up the base on Venus, thinking, you know, how different could it be? It's covered in blazes. Covered in blazes. This might actually be quite tricky. Let me out of this thing. Okay, let me back off. Is the sun coming up or going down? I kind of need to know that now. Clock. Clock. The sun is coming up. Okay. Oh, I lucked out. There's also a dungeon right there, which I think I'm going to use to maybe set up my base. I need to get my ship back. Okay, I've got my ship. And here I thought I was ending the episode. I just don't want to be set on fire, because that will do so much damage. Okay, gravity is a lot high. Oh, there we go. I'm on fire. What is this stuff? Venus surface rock, and it seems to burn. I really should have made the gun, shouldn't I? Gravity resist doesn't seem to do much. And I'm holding it down and I'm not really getting that height boost I was before. Oh no, night is actually falling here. I was wondering why it wasn't getting light. Alright, so I'm going to finish off getting a very crude shelter together here. I won't even have oxygen yet. And in the next episode, maybe we can explore that dungeon.